Sometimes it is difficult to keep a firm grip on XRP+ripple, especially when specific conditions are present. In order to prevent yourself from giving up and selling all of your coins, it is absolutely necessary for you to keep your internal emotions under control. By doing this, you will be able to avoid giving up. On the other hand, there is a reason why our time is almost up, and that reason is because of this. Despite the fact that the vast majority of people believe that XRP+ripple is the best coin in the world that is currently available, there is a great deal of battle going on behind the scenes. Ripple XRP is expected to have a value that is greater than $300 by the time the year comes to a close, according to the opinions of a percentage of industry professionals. The fact that it is worth that much is more significant than the prospect that it may be worth $10,000, $35,000, or any other amount. It is even $60,000 in the future. Are you ready to face the reality of the situation when it comes to this matter? I have no choice but to deal with it if you ask me what the heck is going on here, because there is no other alternative available to you. Let us approach this matter in a methodical manner, shall we? Extremely grateful to you. Despite the fact that the Bitcoin industry is immensely wide and is always changing, there is one brand that has always stood out from the rest. XRP is an abbreviation that stands for Ripple. On the other hand, there is a possibility that some individuals will be interested in Ethereum's smart contracts. It is quite probable that a huge number of people will be interested in Bitcoin. In spite of this, XRP+ripple is gradually but unquestionably becoming a significant force that needs to be taken into mind. Because it possesses a number of traits and functions that distinguish it from other cryptocurrencies, this particular cryptocurrency cannot be compared to any of the others that are now available. It is mostly due to the fact that XRP is beneficial that it has gained such large amounts of popularity. XRP is sometimes referred to as a bridge currency, which is a form of digital asset that assists in the transfer of money between countries in a manner that is both more efficient and less difficult. On the other hand, the great majority of cryptocurrencies are working toward the goal of establishing themselves as alternative forms of currency. You could, for example, think of XRP as the bridge that spans the massive gaps that are present in traditional financial institutions. This is one way to think about it. This technology makes it possible to transport money across international borders in a secure and fast manner, which previously was not possible with traditional banking networks. This is a significant advancement in the field of international finance. When compared to other cryptocurrencies, XRP stands out due to the fact that it is a rapidly growing cryptocurrency that still has room for growth. When the network is experiencing considerable levels of activity, there is a risk that Bitcoin and Ethereum will have slow transaction speeds and high fees. Other cryptocurrencies may also experience same issues. In the case of XRP, the settlement times are exceptionally fast, taking only a few seconds, and there are virtually no fees associated with the financial transactions that take place. Due to the fact that Ripple's consensus method does not utilize the proof-of-work approach, it is not out of the question for this to take place. Instead of going about things in a way that is both more efficient and less detrimental to the environment, however, it uses a substantial amount of energy to accomplish its goals. This cryptocurrency has the ability to become the bridge money for the entire planet, which has the potential to make it substantially more valuable than it was previously. XRP+ripple is one of the most exciting characteristics of this cryptocurrency since it has the potential to become the bridge currency. Jimmy Vallee, managing director of Valhill Capital, is of the opinion that XRP might potentially reach absurd values of $10,000 to $35,000 per coin in the future. This is based on the assumption that boundaries will be explained, and that its role as the finest bridge currency continues to be demonstrated. In the event that the constraints were made clear, this would be considered successful. Given the current circumstances, he is of the opinion that it is feasible for it to reach this price range. XRP was one of the first firms to identify its potential utility and worth, and Jimmy Vallee, who is the owner and operator of Valhill Capital, was one of the first businesses to recognize this potential. Additionally, they filed a supporting brief, which was also submitted by Thania Sharmani of Winston Strawn for consideration. They highlight the relevance of the cryptocurrency for international financial transactions and the necessity of having transparent regulatory rules in order to guarantee that XRP is able to realize its full potential. This is done in order to ensure that XRP is able to reach its full potential. Taking into consideration the likelihood that the value of a cryptocurrency may skyrocket in the same way that it would in a science fiction novel, it might appear to be an impossible fantasy with no basis in reality. On the other hand, when we continue to obtain more information regarding XRP+ripple, we come to the realization that the reality appears to be significantly more beneficial than we had initially anticipated it to be before. On the other hand, you should not let go of your seats, because the tale that is about to be told is not just a story about huge ideals, but it is also a story about enormous transformations. As things continue to become increasingly more disorganized, you simply cannot afford to miss out on this valuable opportunity. Recent happenings have brought to the attention of xrp+ripple a level of attention that has never been seen before. This focus is unprecedented in comparison to what has been seen in the past. This particular event serves as an additional demonstration of how swiftly the world of cryptocurrencies is growing, adding to the already impressive list of examples. As a result of the fact that large financial institutions have joined forces with the firm to ease the process of making international payments and that authorities have given the company their stamp of approval, it is evident that Ripple is no longer only a disruptor. This is shown by the fact that Ripple has been provided with the approval of the authorities. In point of fact, it does create a new difficulty to be faced. There is a significant goal that Ripple has in mind, and it is at the center of the purpose that the company is trying to accomplish. Alterations should be made to every facet of the procedure for making payments across international borders, and SWIFT should be replaced as the principal system. SWIFT, which is an acronym that stands for Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, has been the primary technique that banks all over the world have utilized for a long period of time in order to transfer and receive money. This is in order to clarify for individuals who are not aware of this fact. As a consequence of this, it is now possible for business transactions that are worth trillions of dollars to take place on a regular basis. On the other hand, this constant reliance on antiquated technology typically leads to delays, greater expenses, and a reduction in efficiency. Therefore, in order to ensure that they continue to be successful, Ripple is interested in finding solutions to moving problems that are easy to produce as quickly as possible. The sole digital currency that Ripple uses, XRP, is the one that is accountable for the functioning of the system. In comparison to the one that SWIFT had previously utilized, this one is not only more efficient but also more straightforward than the one that was previously used. A little bit of the SWIFT method of payment was the one that was utilized in the past, and the process of settlement might take several days and cost a substantial amount of money. On the other side, the utilization of Ripple's network has the potential to result in the completion of transfers at a greatly reduced cost and in a significantly shorter amount of time. The similarity is so obvious that we are left wondering what it is. This is because the likeness is so obvious. Sending money over international borders is something that is considered to be one of the most difficult tasks to carry out. When we take into consideration what would take place if everyone came to an agreement, there is little doubt that the response is accurate given the circumstances. As Ripple continues to gain popularity, an increasing number of financial institutions, including the largest bank in the United States, are demonstrating an increased interest in the cryptocurrency. As a consequence of this, there is a greater possibility that xrp+ripple will achieve heights that were previously considered to be unattainable. For the purpose of transmitting vast amounts of transactions, prominent financial institutions are making use of the Ripple network. As a result of this, a rising amount of individuals are showing interest in utilizing XRP as a bridge currency, which is causing its price to improve, and it is doing so at a rapid pace. Given that this is the situation, the managing head of Valhill Capital is of the opinion that the price of xrp+ripple will eventually reach $10,000 over the course of the long term. On the other hand, the technology that Ripple possesses has the potential to do more than only assist banks. As a consequence of its speed, low cost, and trustworthiness, XRP is catching the attention of an increasing number of individuals as well as organizations. Because of this, a network effect is produced, which makes it substantially more useful and valuable than it would have been in any other circumstance otherwise.